Hello everyone. Well, I know it's been a long time since I last made a video, and I do apologize. I've been very busy recently with schoolwork and so on, and just been terribly busy. Um, since I last spoke to you, we lost national treasure, uh, Lisa Marie Presley, and we've lost a few other people that died. Um, can't recall right off the top of my head some rock and rollers. We lost some rock and roll heroes. And Lisa Marie Presley, we don't know how she died yet. Okay, it's up in the air. We don't know how she died, but since she died at such a young age and died so suddenly, boom, like that, wouldn't be surprised if it was drugs, because Lisa Marie said that she had a drug problem, and that she had a drug problem for many years. Maybe she had a relapse and took some fentanyl. You know, fentanyl is in all the drugs now. They're adding it to everything. Everything has fentanyl in it. Everything is contaminated with fentanyl, and just a very small amount can kill. So little tiny 2 micrograms or something like that, 2 micrograms of fentanyl can kill you. So they're adding it to everything, and that might have been the end of Lisa Marie. We don't know. We don't know yet. We can't say for sure or certain, but she did say she had a drug problem, and it's a good reminder to all of us not to do illegal drugs, because they're all contaminated with fentanyl now, and it's not possible to take a safe drug. There are no safe drugs on the streets anymore. The fentanyl crisis and the opioid crisis have decimated America. There's so many ruined lives, and there's so many people dead of drug overdose. And heroin, fentanyl, they're killers, but especially fentanyl. There's nothing that kills like fentanyl. So, Lisa Marie, we're going to miss you. Sorry. Wanted to let you guys know that, in case you didn't already hear about it, they are sending troops, soldiers from the Ukraine to America to be trained on our military bases. Yes, it's true. It's true. They're sending troops from the Ukraine to be trained on military bases, and trained in the art of warfare, and trained in how to launch Patriot missiles, and how to do this and that and the next thing. I don't think this is a very good idea. I have a very bad feeling about this. And Russia, you know, they haven't let us know. They're not going to let us know whether or not they're planning on launching a nuclear war. It's a secret. They're keeping their mouths shut, but they're still attacking Ukraine. Every day there's a new attack on Ukraine, and they're sending Ukrainian troops to the U.S. We're bringing them over to the U.S. to train in the art of warfare. And I don't think we should be waging this war. I just don't think this is our war. I don't think we should be waging this war with Russia. I don't think we should be getting involved in the conflict with Ukraine. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't like this war. We were on peaceful terms with Russia during the Trump presidency, but now under Biden we're at war with Russia. What's wrong with this picture? So what if Putin is guilty of war crimes? He is so dangerous. He is so dangerous. He has to be approached with extra care. He has to be approached with extra care, and he has to be recognized for the world leader that he is. He's the leader of a very powerful country, and we could be getting into some bad trouble tangling with them and messing with them and getting into a war footing with them. And we're going to lose all of our weapons. All of our weapons are going to go over to Ukraine. I don't think this is such a hot idea. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because nuclear war could be right around the corner. Who knows? Who knows? What else is in the news? Well, not only is Biden waging a war with Russia through the Ukraine, but also they found classified documents in Biden's home, and they found classified documents in at Mike Pence's home. And Mike Pence, he had classified documents, and so did Biden, both of them in their homes. Can you say hypocrite? I mean, it just goes without saying that they're hypocrites, right? Because they had a chance, and they criticized Trump and laid into Trump and said that he was a bad man. And now they found the classified documents in their own homes after they spoke ill of Trump. After they spoke ill of Trump, then they found the papers, the classified documents in their own homes. And Biden's trying to stay as quiet as possible because he's looking for a lawyer. Yeah, he's looking for a lawyer now. He needs a lawyer. And he can make use of the lawyers at the disposal of the President of the United States. So he can have the best legal team. And who knows if the State Department will bring charges against Biden for having these illicit, illegal documents in his house. They're classified information. And they found at least one that was top secret in Biden's house. And then, or his property, they found them at his other office too, unsecured. And as far as Pence goes, they found the classified documents in his house. So, yeah, they were hypocrites because they had a chance. They had a chance to be lenient on Trump, and they weren't, and it turned out that they had done the same thing. Now, they didn't have the same quantity of classified documents, and it's true that Trump didn't want to let go of those classified documents. But who knows, maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe the classified documents relate directly to the President of the United States. Who knows? Who knows? There were 300 documents at Mar-a-Lago, and they found less at Biden's home and Pence's house, and they cooperated fully, whereas Trump didn't cooperate. But who knows how they would have felt if Trump had never been around, and they hadn't criticized him, how they would have reacted. There's no telling, right? They're just cooperating because they have to. They've obviously really wanted those classified documents if they wound up in their house and in their offices. So there's that. And there's been a lot of shootings recently. I'm telling you, it's getting to the point now where they are definitely coming for your guns. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And there was a 6-year-old shot his teacher, and they knew he had a gun, and they did nothing, and they let him shoot the teacher. What do you think of that? What do you think of them knowing that he had a gun and letting him shoot the teacher. Not nice, right? Not nice at all. And maybe because they're hoping that if they do nothing, that they'll take the guns away. They could have stopped it. They could have stopped that 6-year-old from shooting. He threatened a boy on the playground with his gun, and they did nothing. And then checked his backpack, didn't find anything, and the administrator said he had small pockets, and then he showed up with the gun and shot the teacher right in the classroom. So there's that, and there's also the very, very sad, especially sad for me, Lunar New Year mass shooting. It was a mass shooting. For the Lunar New Year, they were at a dance hall and they were dancing Chinese dances and they were partying. And this dopey looking guy, really, really a dope, and he was also Asian. He had his mouth hanging open. And they took some pictures of him with his mouth hanging open. And then he opened fire on the crowd. He opened fire on the crowd and left 11 people dead. And then he went to another dance hall and the guy wrested the gun away from him and said, "Get out of here," and pointed the gun at him and said, "Get out of here." And the guy left. And then he waited till the police came and then he shot himself. And they heard the shot ring out. They went to the van and he was dead. He had quite a stockpile of guns and he was pretty much gun obsessed, this guy, which is unusual for Asian American to really, so far as I know, to be that interested in guns. Because usually it's Black America and White America are kind of interested in guns, but not so much the Asian people. But he was interested in guns. He had a huge stockpile. He even had this guy that did the Lunar New Year shooting had a gun related crime, a gun related crime on his record. And I guess he got a hold of some illegal guns or purchased or sold some illegal guns that were, well, he was manufacturing silencers in his apartment and then selling them on the black market. So there's that guy, and I'm telling you, that was so sad. So sad for the Lunar New Year to be tarnished this way in our country. And he said that maybe he was jealous because he had an ex-wife going to the party and he wanted to shoot her. But he as far as they know, he had no relationship whatsoever to all the people that he shot. He was just shot random shooting, not shooting anyone in particular, just shooting as many people as he could. What is behind this? What is the mentality behind this? Why are people sacrificing their lives so they can shoot a bunch of people dead that don't deserve to die? There's something mentally wrong. There's something mentally ill with these people that keep doing these mass shootings. And I think they should be examined. I think we should dedicate more resources to mental health and look after the mental health of the populace, because shootings keep happening. I'm telling you that the solution that they're going to come up with is to take guns rather than get at the root of the problem, which is mental illness. Instead of get to the root of the problem, which is mental illness, they're just going to grab guns. And then people will be going out with knives stabbing people at random. because that's the next step. Once your guns are gone, then you turn to the knives and swords. Yeah, people can make swords. You can buy replica swords and then sharpen them at home. Not trying to give you any bad ideas, just a heads up, that just a warning that what people might do, what people might, what lengths they would go to commit a mass murder. To commit a mass murder. So that's what it is. It's mass murder, and the mental illness will almost never get addressed. The liberals don't feel like addressing mental illness. They don't care about mental illness. They don't want to address mental illness. They just want to get guns away as fast as they possibly can. And then they'll come for your knives next. Yeah. No one can own anything bigger than a peeler. A peeler. Paring knife. Nothing bigger than a paring knife. Like, nothing that can reach the heart. If you stab a person just the right way. They would, like butcher knives, you never see a butcher knife ever again. No butcher knives for the populace. But yeah, they're coming for the guns, and that's what Australia did. Australia took all the guns, all of them, even hunting guns. They took all the guns, and the rate of gun-assisted mass murders plummeted. So the mass shootings plummeted, and they didn't have any more mass shootings in Australia once they took all the guns. But here in America, the attitude is very different. If anyone came for the guns, they would have shootouts with the police. There would be shootouts with the police all over America because people wouldn't be willing to give up their guns. They would say that the gun would be parted from their cold dead fingers. They'd be grasping the gun still in death, and that they'd have to pry their cold dead fingers off the gun to get it. So if that's the situation, that's the case, then why even bother? Why bother taking the guns if that's going to happen? Yes, the Second Amendment guaranteed the right to bear arms, and they've followed that for many years with restrictions, with lots of gun laws, lots of laws concerning guns. None of them solve these mass murders. The root of these mass murders is the deterioration of mental health in America, and the example of other mass murderers. Anybody who's got a bone to pick now gets a gun. Anybody who's got a bone to pick just goes and gets a gun. That's the way it is. So I'll leave you with that. They're going to take guns away right before a nuclear war with Russia. Well, how is the populace going to defend themselves if Russia makes a land invasion? How? How are they supposed to protect themselves if Russia makes a land invasion if they don't have their guns? It all seems to be coming together at the same time. Yeah, I think Russia is afraid of a country that's loves guns, that's gun crazy. I think they're afraid of us, and they're afraid to make a land invasion, but they wouldn't be afraid to make a land invasion if all our guns were taken away. Just saying. So that's it. You have a very good rest of your day, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. I'll see you next time.